Welcome to Amaya channel. I'm recording now. So now we will start function. Function last class we were discussing in evening about what function is exactly special for and how function and relation is different. If you if you will go through the video, you will come to know that we were first trying to talk about that function has certain rules and function follow the rule very strictly. And next we are going to study now about most important properties of function. About domain, codomain, and range, we already know that how image and pre-image. So these concepts already we started and we discussed image and pre-image. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to study about, just 1 minute, let me show. We are going to study about one onto surjective, bijective, injective, and I will teach you the theorem part, theorem I'm saying proof part also, that how that proof part should be continued. So first I'll start with one function. One to one is called as injective function. One to one is always called as injective function. So I'm giving you the heading various type of function. I hope all my children is there in the group. Okay. Yuvashri is not here and Nidhi is not here. Just 1 minute. Okay, fine, beta. Now I'll start with various type of functions. Look here. In this session, you will be learning how to prove bijection and how to find inverse of it. So, beta, from first itself, I want you to understand some very important properties. Okay. Now, you know, one of a very important property of function is pen is not working. Okay, one of a very important property of function is many one. Many one correspondence stays there. First one I'm discussing many one. Many one function. Okay, beta. In many one function, exactly what you have to do here, correspondence is like 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. And if numbers are like this 1, 2, 3, 4, then many one will go. That means two different input can have one output. Two different input can have one output. Two different input can have one output. It is exactly called as many one. It is exactly called as many one function. Okay. Now there are certain specific conditions for many one. We are going to understand that specific conditions. Fine. So how many one is proceeding? I'm writing about that. A function a function f such that a tends to b is there, is said to be many one, is said to be many one if two or more than two elements two or more than two elements in A have the same image in B. As simple as it is. Like here you have to understand that more than two element in domain will map with a single element in codomain. That state is exactly called as many one. Many one state is exactly that state where more than two or three elements in domain will map uniquely with codomain element. Okay, so that's why this is called as many one. But it is not necessary that all the domain element will map with one codomain element. This exactly can happen, this cannot happen. Like other element can go like this mapping, and one particular element can go like that mapping. So this is exactly called as many one. Many one. I repeat, many one. This is exactly called as many one function. Many one function. Okay. And many one function, more than two or three domain element map with one single codomain element. And that will become its range. And this is the definition it is exactly telling. So let us see a very simple example. Let A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 we have seen. So this example already we have seen here, but now we are going to go specific. So now explanation of a very specific question we are going to check. So we are going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4. And here 1, 2, 1, 4, 9. Like this we have taken. So let us take A set as -1, 1, 2, and 3. And B as square of all the elements 1, 4, 9 like this. Okay. Now we want to know what type of mapping is this. So, but for mapping, we have to see the function. For mapping, what we have to see, beta? We have to see the function. Now, function writing is a very particular work, like f such that a tends to be such that f of x is equal to x square. You have seen something here. I have explained everything in one slot. Means I told everything about function in just one line. And you know what I have represented? I have represented the condition of function here. Now listen to me nicely. You will be able to understand how I've represented everything in one line. F such that A tends to B. Means the first part is F such that. Means a function is there. Now how to read it in words? Exactly how to understand it in words. So it is written that a function F is there which is going from A to B, which is tending from A to B. That arrow is in specifying that it is tending from A to B. That is, the function is going from A to B such that f of x is equal to x square. Such that what? F of x is equal to x square. Means the function given here is a specific and that is x square. So now that means x square and then more specific where x is belonging to A. Okay, that means we already yesterday I started at the time of teaching function. I told a very important point that x is independent variable. Beta, x is independent variable and independent variable always belongs to domain. Independent variable always belongs to domain. So here only that work only I have done. I told, okay, whatever x is coming, that is coming from A. Whatever x is coming, that is coming from A is exactly domain element. Is exactly domain element. I repeat, it is exactly domain element. Fine. Now, what we are going to do is, we will see how the function is possible, beta. So now we will start mapping when f of minus a. You know, the function is exactly telling y value, f of x value, when x will be equal to, because x belongs to a. So how to represent it, how to write it? I always prefer to write in a very simple way, so that the person who will be correcting my paper will be knowing that what was running in my mind when I was writing. So here, first important part is, since x belongs to A, therefore, when x is equal to -1, f of -1 will become -1 whole square. So that means when pre-image is -1, means when domain element is -1, then the image is 1. I hope my bacha log is understanding. Beta, are you understanding what I'm doing right now? Okay, quickly start answering. Then only I'll come to know that you all are not sleeping. Okay, Maheshwal, very good. Now Shyam, tell me answer. Pritika, Farhana, some monsters are absent right now. Now look here, beta. Very good, very nice attempt. Now tell me, beta, Tamil understood? Ritika understood? Vishika understood? Farhana understood? Harish? Now look here, beta. Again we will say, now take whatever element is there. When x is equal to 1, I started in domain with -1, I didn't wrote. Fine. -1, 1, 2, 3, 4 element is not there. Whatever is present inside A, that we have to represent. Fine, beta. So when x will be equal to 1, then, okay, Pritika understood, Maheshwal understood. Okay, only these two children understood. What about others? So beta, when x will be equal to A, f of 1 will become equal to 1 square, that is equal to 1. When x is equal to 2, f of 2 is equal to 2 square, that is exactly equal to 4. When, therefore, no need to put every time. When x is equal to 3, f of 3 is equal to 3 square, that is equal to 9. Okay, that is equal to 9. So beta, what will be the range? What will be the domain? So definitely here it is exactly going like this. Fine. So that means domain element is exactly -1, 1, 2, and 3, and range is 149. Range is 149. See, look here, very specific conditions. Vishika, God bless you, beta. You have given all the answers. She's telling f of -1 is 1, f of 1 is 1, f of 2 is 4, f of 3 is 9. Harish told he understood. Nidhi, good morning, beta. Now look here, Nidhi, we are talking about here. Honey Bala is there. Hey, yesterday you all made me very proud here. I was very happy. Seriously. Hanged. In codomain. single element in codomain. This is what we were doing right now. Okay, so now beta, what we are going to do here, we will do the next part. Many one function over many one function presentation is this one only. Now we will be going for one or injection, because for bijection it is very important. So this one was many one function, many one, many to one. Many means many input can have one output, many input can have one output. So the answer lies in the question itself, like many one input. Okay, so now let's go for the next one beta. Next one is one or injective function. Believe me, from here most important part I'm starting. So here we are going to write one. What is the other name of one? One function is also told as injection. IN. I'm saying injection. INJECTION. Okay, injection is why. What is injective function? Injection or injective function? I wrote there injection. Injective function. Okay, but a injective function is one function. The other name of function is injective function is one function, that it is giving one-to-one correspondence. One-to-one correspondence means okay. That means if A and B are there, size is varying. Okay, if two sets are there, A and B, A is exactly called as domain element, B is exactly codomain element. So I wrote here A and B. So we are knowing that we are doing one function. So now for this, okay. Now first we'll write a function f such that A tends to be a function f such that A tends to be is said to be one if distinct element distinct element in A have distinct image in B. Distinct element in A have distinct image in B. That's why means a function f such that A tends to be said to be one if distinct element in A have distinct image in B. So that's why that type of correspondence is called as one correspondence. Okay. Now here one very important proof is there. For bijection, you have to do this proof. Okay. For bijection, I'm repeating, you have to do this proof from where we have to start. So exactly for proving if f is 1 to 1, that means when f of x1 is equal to f of x2, then whatever condition is given to you, you have to prove it equal to x1 is equal to x2. That means what? You have to start from function and you have to tell that, okay, the two, what you call the two domains are not two, it is only one. So exactly what is x1 and x2? You know that x1 and x2 are domain element, beta. Understand it very nicely that x1 and x2 are domain element. X1 and x2 are what? They are domain element. Okay, so if two domain element can have one single mapping y, then beta it will be called as many one, na? Many one. That means a function, listen to me very nicely. Okay, Maheshwar is telling if the domain element have only one image in codomain set, and that is what beta. Here we have to start. Here we have to start with two different elements. We started with two different element in X, and then we are saying that we have to prove that it is not two different element, it is exactly one element. And then if we are successful in proving that, then only we can say the function is 1 1. Then only we can say the function is 1 1. Okay, so now let's see some examples. You have to start with some example, and because I have to prove it with the help of some example, then only we'll be understanding. So here, last what you have to prove is, you have to prove that these two element, which is exactly mapping with one single codomain element, is not two, it is exactly one. Your specific idea should be there. And in entire session, you will be doing this only. You have to start with f of x1 equal to f of x2, and you have to drag it towards x1 equal to x2. And if you are successful in doing this, then only it is 1 1, otherwise it is not 1 1. I will show you some examples now itself where it will be 1 1 or where it will not be 1 1. Okay, so let us take one example, f such that, then beta I will remove this one because it is reflecting many one, so you will have confusion. So exactly many one case will be what you call, you have to start that, okay, it is many one, and then like f of x1 is equal to f of x2 means you have to start with, okay, the function two variables means they have a single, what you are starting with, you are telling that f of x1 is what? Image. You are telling that, okay, two images are equal, and when two images are equal, then you are going back and you are saying that if two images are equal, its pre-image is also equal. If two images are equal, then its two pre-image is also equal. That means they are not two, they are exactly one. I'm repeating these things, beta, because look here, in books you will not be finding these things. Vishika, the element in the range has only one pre-image. Bang on, beta. I think you started reading my brain. Very good. So exactly this points what you are saying now, that is exactly making you special, and really keeping many students and keeping some very good quality students having very super brain is very important. Okay, now look here, beta. Here I have understood one very important thing, that I have kept two images equal, and when I kept two images equal, I came to know that, okay, if images are equal, its pre-image is also equal. What is x1 x2? X1 x2 is exactly beta pre-image. X1 x2 is what? X1 x2 is pre-image, and f of x1 or f of x2 is what? Image. So we started with, okay, images are equal. What is f of f of x1 is here, f of x2 is here, and they are called as image. Okay, like when you are standing in front of mirror, your image will be in the mirror, but what you are? In physics you are object, in maths you are pre-image, because pre-image image is formed, pre-image image is formed. So what we are doing here, we are telling that, okay, pre-images are equal, we have to prove, okay, pre-images are equal. That means these two images are not two different images, they are also one. If these two are equal, then these two are also equal. This should be your, what you call, idea. This is exactly place for pre-image. Everyone note down everything in note. Whatever evening I'm giving you that classes, that session, what I'm giving you, beta, that questions also should be there in your note, because that questions are exactly the current. You might have seen yesterday, we have discussed 2019 question also. Okay, so that question should be there. Start writing your notes, start preparing your notes, because I will check your notes. 12th note checking and everything is very, very important, because you are going to write board exam beta. So now we will see one function. Let f of x is equal to 2x. F of x is equal to 2x. One simple example we have taken, nothing we have taken, and here we are saying that when function is exactly f such that n tends to n. What this means that domain is set of natural number, codomain is also set of natural number. What is domain? Domain is set of natural number and codomain is also set of natural number. Okay, so f of x is equal to 2x for all x belongs to set of natural number. Because beta, the function I have now only revealed that the function is exactly, this is domain, and this is exactly range, means the mapped one, but we will call it as codomain, and from there only range will come. Okay, so function goes from domain to codomain, and domain is set of natural number, codomain is set of natural number. So we will write set of natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, 7 and so on. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on beta. But function f of x is equal to 2x given. Function what is given? F of x is equal to 2x. And what I told you, for function f is 1, 1. For f is 1, 1, then f of x1 should be equal to f of x2, means we have to start from here. X1 is equal to x2. Now beta, f of x is 2x. I'm saying f of x is 2x. Then what will be f of x1? It will become 2x1 now. What will be f of x2? It will become 2x2. So right here beta, it will become 2x1 is equal to 2x2. Now 2 and 2 got cancelled. What came? X1 is equal to x2. So again you started here with that, auntie, I started with, very good, anyone is saying the answer. So exactly you started with, auntie, f of x1 is equal to f of x2. But auntie, what we are getting here is, we are getting x1 is equal to x2. So we started with image, we went to pre-image. Your focus should be to go to pre-image, and here you are successful that both the pre-image is not two different pre-images, they are one single pre-image. So if you will be doing for algebra, it is easy. But now I will show you one very important thing, that is when the function will be f of x will be equal to x square. Okay, now function to be 1, 1. There are certain conditions. Wait, I'll start from there and then I'll tell. So function is f of x is x square. Then what will be beta f of x1? It will become x1 square, and here it will become x2 square. Shift this one this side. So it is coming as beta x1 square minus x2 square is equal to 0. Now beta x1 minus x2, and here x1 plus x2 equal to 0. So one time x1 value is plus x2, one time x1 value is minus x2. That means x1 is having two values, plus minus x2. Okay, so this is not, because beta for one, here it is exactly x1 is going for two x2 values. So here exactly this is violating the rule. This is not 1, 1 function, this is many one function. This is what type of function? This is not 1, 1. So when you are not successful in proving x1 is equal to x2, means 100% it is not 1, 1, it is many one function. I hope my children understood. Okay. My children understood that why it is not 1 1, it is many 1, because beta for 1 x1 means pre-image itself is exactly giving two values. So here x1 is telling that one my positive value is existing, one my negative value is existing. Means that pre-image is telling that pre-image is not one, pre-image is exactly having two values. So when pre-image is showing these two values, means ultimately it is showing that it is not 1 1. Understood, Maheshwal? Everyone understood, beta? Quickly tell me, understood or not? Nidhi understood? Harni Bala understood? Ritika? Farhana? Okay. Shyam? Abhinesh? Abhinesh understood, beta? Abhinesh is very silent child. He's not speaking at all. Okay. Tamil? Tamil Arshan? Beta understood or not? Okay, very good, beta. Look here, I'll explain it in like I'm not going to touch book. I'm going to teach which one, because book if I will use, you will not be able to understand function. Okay, Abhinesh, answer beta. Then only I'll come to know that my children are understanding. Fine. Now look here, beta. We'll go for the next one. Now look here, in the same function, if f of x is equal to x cube, then will it be 1 1 function? Okay, now break your boundary and check that is it coming 1 1 or not. So here beta, again you will say, auntie, it will be written as f of x1 is equal to f of x2. You might have seen that beta previous question, we took f of x is equal to x square. Now I'll tell you beta, f of x is equal to x square graph is going like this. Okay, so definitely it is not 1 1, it is many 1, because beta look here, for two different value of x, there is only one value of y. For two different value of x, I'll prove it. When f of x is equal to x square, I'll go there now. At that time, I will teach this one. Why to now confuse you? At that time. So that's why I'm telling you, beta, please maintain a note and write everything there. Videos are recorded, you are knowing, and you know that COVID situation is very, what to say. And now, whatever contents are there, please start writing. Okay. The coming 12th batch exam exact itself is hanged, and don't know when these children will have exam. Feeling very sorry for these children. Now look here, beta. X1 cube is equal to x2 cube. Now, beta, you know one formula now. X minus y, x cube minus y cube is equal to x minus y, x square plus y square plus xy, beta. So this formula only we are going to use. We will shift this one this side, x1 cube, x2 cube equal to 0. Now, beta, here it will become x1 minus x2 and then x square, x1 square, x2 square plus x1, x2 is equal to 0. Now here I am giving you a warning. What is the warning I am giving you here is, when two products are written and the two products are keeping equal to 0, two products are written and two products are exactly coming equal to 0, at that time both cannot be equal to 0, then equation will not be existing. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to take one of them which can give the value equal to 0 and other one will ultimately become not equal to 0. So if someone will say 2x minus 5 is there equal to 0, then you will be saying, auntie, 2 is equal to 0. Auntie, 2 is equal to 0. No, you are absolutely wrong. The correct statement is here, 2 cannot be equal